there, everyone. Welcome to Star Codes. This is Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astro-Numerologist, and this is the podcast where we look at upcoming astrology and numerology events that inspire, uplift, elevate us to reach for the stars, our origins. And today we're going to talk about the importance of our connection to source, to our origins, in terms of being able to begin and start on this new journey for the new age, which is being born at this moment. If you haven't noticed all the shifts and changes that are going on, it's a bit chaotic, but we are entering a time now in October 2021 where we have many planets stationing direct at the same time. Pluto right during the new moon in Libra on the 6th of October, and then we had Saturn, and now on the 18th we have Mercury and Jupiter stationing direct the same day. And those are lots of different energies that are in play that are now moving forward again, inching forward again. We have responsibility, Saturn, empowerment, Pluto. We have clarity of communication and thought, Mercury, and of course joy and expansion and abundance for Jupiter. So this is all taking place, and then it's leading up to the Aries full moon on October 20th, a pivotal event this year. And if you want to know more specifics on that powerful event, go watch my Aries full moon forecast on this channel or on my website, taniagabrielle.com. Now, Mars will be opposite the moon during this full moon, and Mars rules Aries. So this opposition is really the Libra moment, because Libra rules opposite sides that come together into balance. So it's a big harmonizing event, even though it might not seem like it. Maybe it seems to you like we're being more and more polarized, and that may be the case on some level. But really, this is about the acceptance of the fact that we have two poles, north and south, two hemispheres, north and south, and the acceptance of that will allow us to not judge that they exist, right? So this Mars opposition to the moon in Aries, its own sign, and all these planets stationing direct, and Aries being the first sign of the zodiac, and Mars literally meaning direct forward momentum, it's an incredible moment. So what does this mean? Well, how can we take advantage of this energy? Because the harmony and balance that's being restored within us and also on Earth is intimately connected to the acceptance. And what is it that we need to accept first? Where we came from, our origins. If we are not in touch with who we are at soul level, we will not know how to navigate, because we're not tuning in to our original frequency, which is love. So in order to start fresh and be fully in the moment, to be at the beginning of your life every moment, right? Your life begins right now, living that way. How is that possible unless we embrace the source of where we originated from? And so that means, are we all one? Or did we separate somehow? That is something to really tune into now, because source represents the birth, the creation, and everything that lives, that exists, comes from that moment. So source is the seed, and when we turn into what is seeding our thoughts and seeding our beliefs and subsequently our actions, which are based on those beliefs, which are often very unconscious, that origin is the key to our liberation. When we tune into that, we massively reduce the sensation of separation and abandonment in our life. When we go within to our inner sanctuary, which is the tuning fork that we have, right? Have you ever turned on a tuning fork and listened to the incredible vibrations. This is how we tune in. We have a tuning fork, and it is truly to be one with the music, with the celestial symphony, and allowing and inviting that love and light into our heart. You will feel love and you will experience peace and comfort when you are in tune with Source. Source means seed, the original energy that you came from. So when you go within to tune into that energy, relax. The relaxation is the key. When we're tense or multitasking, eating while we're scrolling our email or whatever it is we do, we're not present. We're making life complicated. But this is a time to relax and appreciate. So I know it's easier said than done because the ego likes to be busy. The ego likes to think and also complain and be dissatisfied and talk and do, and preferably all at once, right? But your natural state, your original state, is just to be at one with Source, just to appreciate. So when you choose to enter your inner sanctuary and you feel that love, which is your Source, when you feel that love embrace you, just relax and your mind will quiet. Of course, there'll be thoughts and needs that go through your brain, and you just let those flow and they come up when they need to, and you trust that everything will appear when it is the right timing. So your awakening truly is to remember where you come from. And it's not to go back in time. It is to go present, to be present. When you're opening your own present, which is you, your ability to dissolve everything that has to do with the past or all your fears about the future, they just fall away. Your ability to dissolve is magical. And the intense knowing that it is that you need for every moment is there because you're a divine being. And this will fill your heart with profound peace and profound joy because you don't have to worry. Even these forecasts are a reflection of how life is in constant change and joyful adventure as we experience different frequencies, different planets going here and signs being activated and stelliums and full moons, and soon the eclipses are coming and a brand new year, 2022. What does that mean in the numerology? It's always shifting. There's always something to be present with to excite you. So the only thing that you need to do is to allow love in. Love is always there. It is Source. It is everything. So when you allow love in to your heart, you will be wakeful. This is the awakening, to be in love. So it's truly that simple. And, you might be asking, well, what does that have to do with moving forward? What does understanding my origin has to do with me being totally okay with everything that's going on in my life right now and on Earth right now? Well, when you tune into love at this level, you know that everything is eternally perfect. There is no such thing as time took a wrong turn. There is just growth. And love is a divine field of infinite energy, infinite growth from which all creation comes. And so it is in perfect harmony with the creative energy, the creator, all that Source is. So you don't need to actually change anything about yourself. You just need to allow yourself to be yourself. So the idea that you have to work on yourself and change something is your mind telling you something is wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. You just need to allow yourself to be yourself. So this is super important, to not feel like you need to change something, that something is wrong, because in a sense, from what our paradigm of history is that life has moved into form, it's evolved. There's been this sense of things were not good enough, it needs to be improved upon, when actually it could be further from the truth. It is source exploring itself. It is creativity. It is imagination and adventure. So that is the thought system that needs to go, that I'm not good enough. You are good enough. You have everything. You just need to be in a place of acceptance. And so the big illusion that things are wrong are keeping us from actually being with what is love, and therefore activating what is love and shifting the earth in a rapid way. You know, life happens. We have the seasons. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're in autumn. We're going to start the new year in the winter. In the Southern Hemisphere, it is currently spring, and the new year will be started in the summer. And that cannot be changed. It is. It just is. It is being itself, right? It is literally nature, natural. So that's being alive. That's being in a place of acceptance. And being at one with Source is the beginning of your life. So this is truly, as these planets now move forward and we are in the Aries energy of new beginnings, being at one with Source is always the new beginning. Every moment that you tune in, that you are in the flow, is a new beginning. So when you align your heart with love, when you invite love in, you truly merge with your origins, because your origin is love. So in one breath, you join that frequency of creation. So this week, while the celestial awakening from fear continues in a big way, because Aries is fearless, Aries is confident, Mars is ready, right? Mars is poised. The balance of Libra is the harmonization within you, so there is no conflict and unneeded stress where the mind is constantly wanting to be competitive or judgmental. That is dissolving. So this week, go at least once daily, or preferably many, many times a day, into brief moments of true acceptance. And connect intimately to that incredible inner sanctuary of love. Because when you do that, you connect with your real nature. This is who you are. It is not the facade. It is not the image. It is not the I should be or I could be or why did this happen, questioning. And, that's all illusion. That's your mind going on a tangent because you have forgotten that the heart actually is present with every decision you need to make. Your heart is your source of everything. So be in permanent residence in that place of your heart. Recognize it, accept it. And anytime you tell yourself you're unworthy or you judge others as unworthy, you're denying who you are, your God-given nature, the nature that you were created by love, by eternity, right? By Source, by Mother, by Father. And it makes no sense to deny who you are. That creates a lot of pain, disconnect. So you're eternally beloved. You're forever in the presence of love. And now is the time for you to awaken to that reality of that infinitely loving divine state. Just allow yourself to feel beauty. Listen to music, smell a flower, watch the leaves fall from the trees, get out in nature, look at a painting, connect with a dear friend, sit by the fire, read a good book, do one thing at a time, allow yourself to sink into joy. We have Jupiter and Mercury and Saturn and Pluto all moving into direct motion within a 2-week period. It is truly transformational because it is our mind, represented by Mercury, that requires the most relaxation, chilling, being in stillness. So allow that forward flow that you feel now, that beginnings energy, to be your guide, but in a gentle way. There is no judgment. There is an acceptance that there is polarity, because that's the world we live in, right? We wouldn't have two poles and two hemispheres if that wasn't the case. We are here to harmonize, not to judge. And when you allow that love and acceptance to be your guide, you're eternally at one with who you are, a divine being of light. And this is the key right now, as we are still in Libra, as we are moving toward the eclipse cycle, which begins in November, as we end the final couple months of 2021, the year of the truth shall set you free, the number 21 representing our 21st century. This is the moment to release, dissolve what is keeping you from feeling loved and in love with your life. Allow it all to inspire you. Allow your origins to be present, because when you are with the original spark of creation, you are in the moment. There is nothing that will take you off track, that will bring in fear, that will take you to a place of pain, of discomfort. There's nothing that will keep you from being happy. So take that joy of Jupiter, and when you feel tension or stress or any kind of confrontation, make light of it through laughter. Bring Jupiter into the equation. And remember your own origins, the star code that is your guide for this lifetime. It is a reminder of who you are at soul level. You can discover yours in a free masterclass at starcodeclass.com. You'll enjoy it so much as you learn about your birthday number, your life purpose, your birth name number, your destiny, and so much more. You get a free handout as well. The whole point is to fall in love with yourself. So have a beautiful week. Enjoy this rebirth or new birth, and be in a place of acceptance and love. And I will see you in next week's Star Codes podcast. Bye-bye for now.